The next thing, of course, which makes sense, is to double down on what we're already good at. It took us a while to realize that. So this is now what we are doing. Like we realize that actually, like rather than kind of like chase all these shiny things, right? We should really just focus on our core competency and how do we expand on that core competency.
Okay, now, very important question. That's why we'll dive deeper. Okay, differentiation. You see, so back then when you were in the matchmaking business, right? Were there a lot of competition already?
I would say there's different stages of competition because when we first went in, of course, there are the existing companies.
The big
of course,
already.
they are no. They are more traditional sort of matchmaking companies.
Okay.
Yeah, so there were some of them. The Match.com and the dating apps, they are not in yet at that point.
Okay, very good. So maybe we talk about phases.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, you were competing with a lot of the traditional dating companies.
That's right. Yeah.
And how do you differentiate yourself?
Oh, I think that one was very clear because that's why even in terms of marketing, like we didn't want to do the classifieds. Yeah, we really go in your face. We even did MRT ads.
Oh, tell us more. Like train ads, basically. How does it work?
The one when you go up the escalator,
Yes.
so we did a series of that. And then, I mean, again, very blessed. Like, we have like this amazing designer. I mean, now, like, he's super famous. I say his name or his company, you'll be like, oh my goodness. Yeah, but at that point, he was starting out. And like, so we were starting out at the same time. And then he helped us with that particular campaign.
Correct.
So it's a very smart campaign. So, like how in the MRT, you always have things like fine if you eat or drink.
Yes,
or like,
$500.
things like that, right? Exactly. So we play on that. So it was kind of like no lunching alone, fine 5 million. No being single, whatever. Like, I can't remember the exact.
Oh my god, that's so cool because like Singapore is a fine city, right?
Exactly,
so you find them for being single, or you find them for not going for lunch.
Yes. Then at the end, like it's kind of like by the order of lunch, actually, something like that. So it was really smart. And in fact, SMRT like our ads so much, right? They say you just print more. Those stations have nothing. I'll put it up.
Oh, that's so awesome. So okay, I'm taking notes here. So number one is that already you're doing the opposite.
Yes.
Right. So there's a saying in marketing, right?
Yes.
You don't want to be at the beginning. You don't want to be better than your competition.
Yes.
You want to be different
Yes.
because people are wired to spot differences.
Yes,
and I
exactly.
get it from you.
Yes.
So very good. So at the beginning, you were doing everything that's opposite of what your competition was doing.
Yes.
Then after that, phase 2.
Yes.
There's start Match.com.
Yes.
The online world start catching up.
Yes,
How do you
yes.
differentiate yourself then?
It's very clear because we are totally different. Because they are online, we are offline. Yeah, and in fact, there's a lot of compliments. Yeah, because people who use online or even now with dating apps, they'll feel that wow, I'm using a third party to help me. Because in a way, right, a lot of people to take that step to use a matchmaker or to go to a dating service is a big jump.
That's true.
Yeah, but now like anybody is single, right? You just say, hey, are you using this app, that app? It's a very normal part of conversation.
So people are very open these days to use the apps.
Yes, so they are already taking that step. So even though an app is like not a person, but it is a third party. So of course there are people who succeed with apps. And that's great. But there are also a lot of people who do not succeed with app as well. So that's the time when you're thinking like, oh, like this didn't work. So what else can I try?
And that's when they look for you guys.
Yes.
So would you say that in your phase 2, it's about doubling down on your uniqueness? Because ultimately the core of your dating is lunches, is it?
Yes. I wish I can say I'm so smart. And we did that.
and you should. You should say that.
Because we didn't.
Oh,
we didn't do that.
Oh no, then what do you do?
We did a lot of different things.
Yes.
So I know you for so long, Eric, and then I think I also want to be very upfront and honest with your listeners as well, right? I don't want to just tell them all the good things, right?
Yeah, because unfortunately I'm a fan, you see, so I only see the good stuff.
Thank you.
So tell us the process.
So we did go into all these different things. We did start our own online dating platform.
Correct,
we did go into apps. So we did. So one of the things that we felt we needed to do, which I think a lot of entrepreneurs would end up doing, is like, oh my goodness, that's a new competition. What do I need to do?
Correct.
Okay, let's try and do what they are doing, right?
Exactly.
Yes. So we did that.
And how was it?
So I think there's some success. Yeah. So there was this particular product that we did that it went quite well, I think for at least 5-6 years. But then eventually, it didn't do so well anymore, and then we eventually kind of closed down that particular product.
Okay.
So and yes, then the next thing, of course, which makes sense, is to double down on what we're already good at. It took us a while to realize that. So this is now what we are doing. Like we realized that actually, like rather than kind of like chase all these shiny things, right? We should really just focus on our core competency and how do we expand on that core competency.
This is Powerful.
Yep.
And this is so important because for a lot of us, right, especially now, you realize our competition is no longer just
Yes.
the local country, but
Yes,
it's the world.
exactly.
And you start to see what all your competition is doing, and you
Yes.
felt that FOMO, that fear of missing
Yes,
out.
exactly.
Like, oh, they're doing apps, I need to do
Yes,
that. Oh, they
yes,
are
yes.
starting a new program, I need to do
Yes,
that. So
yes.
you were doing that
Yes,
as well.
yes, we
Right,
were.
so guys, if you're also doing that, then don't feel like you're missing out, because we all have done it.
Yes.
Right, but it did not work out as well
Yes.
as it used to, right?
Yep.
Your original
yes,
plan.
Yes, it didn't.